What a beautiful morning. Wow, I can't tell you how warm it is. I think we've got rain forecast or showers later on this afternoon, but wow, what a beautiful morning, what a beautiful spot. And do you know what? Considering that we're underneath the flight path for the East Midlands Airport, it's not that bad. Yes, you hear them. It's not as loud as where we were in Willington next to the train line. I actually had a better night's sleep here. Didn't wake up once. So, yeah, happy days.
A bit shadow.
So, on to today and what today has in store. We want to push on again today. I think when Lou looked at it, there's about 8 locks for us to do today. And we're going to get to a place just outside of Leicester called, I think it's Thermiston, something like that. There's a water park round there, and according to the book there's some moorings. So we're thinking that looks like a nice spot that we're going to try and get on if we can. I don't know what the mooring situation's like, but we'll find out when we get there. And then we're only probably an hour and a half out of Leicester. So if we want to, we can stay there and just relax tomorrow, or we can get in, because we are allowed to get into the festival site where we're going to be mooring on Thursday. So we can get there, get it set up, get settled. And then we've got a day on Friday to actually go and explore Leicester. The dogs are playing.
River Bob.
Anyway, if we want to get to where we're going, it is about another 7.5, 8 hours of cruising. So let's get on with it. One thing that I've noticed about the River Soar, up to now anyway, is this top section is very, very rural. It's stunning, it really is. There's just nothing but countryside, trees, the birds singing. It really is a beautiful piece of river, but there's not much for film. You know, I want to share this with you, but other than just looking at trees and fields, and there isn't really much else to show you, but trust me, it is absolutely stunning. But I do believe very shortly we're going to be getting to Loughborough, which I'm not sure if it's a large town or a city, if I'm honest, but so we will start to get more urban as we go in, because the river goes right into the centre of Loughborough, so that'll be interesting to see what that's like. But our first look of the day is coming up very, very shortly, so we need to get ready for that. So this is Loughborough, and yeah, up to now this isn't what I thought it was going to be either. It's considering just back up the junction that we've just turned on, if you go a couple of 100 yards down there, you're at the Loughborough Wharf or Basin, whichever it is, and there's facilities down there, and that is more or less right smack bang in the middle of Loughborough. So we're not a million miles away out of the centre of Loughborough, and it's quite nice. You know, I mean, I don't know what it'd be like for staying overnight, but it's nice and picturesque to look at. So we're just leaving Loughborough, and I'm not saying that Loughborough's a rough place, but this seems a little bit excessive.
Proper sorry. Oh, no worries. Thank you very much. See you later.
Thank you. See you later.
See ya. Oh.
Well, good morning, and what a beautiful morning it is too. It's blue sky, it's absolutely boiling, it really is lovely and warm, and it's only 8:30 in the morning. It's Thursday, it's a bank holiday Thursday, it's the start of the Queen's Jubilee weekend here in the UK, and we've got about a 2-hour short hop that way down into Leicester. We're aiming for the mile straight. Apparently the moorings have been shut off for us. We're all booked in. So we're going to get down in there today, find out where we're supposed to be mooring, and then we can get moored up, get sorted, get settled, and then, you know, we've got some stock to make. We can go and explore the sights of Leicester and just get ready for a busy weekend. Come on. I am really loving the River Soar. The scenery is fantastic. I mean, it is very rural, it's very leafy and green at the minute now, everything's out in leaf. The sun is coming down, lighting everything up. It is beautiful, it is amazing. There's not much flow on the river, so it's nice, gentle. It's so peaceful, it really is lovely. I think I fell in love with this river. Well, good afternoon and welcome to Leicester. We're here, we made it here yesterday and we got sorted. We didn't know where we was going to be, so we didn't set up, but today is Friday. The festival starts tomorrow and yeah, we've now been told that we're in the spot. So it's time to start setting up. So we've got our bunting to start putting up because it's the Queen's Jubilee weekend, and then we've got to start setting the stall up and getting everything sorted. There's a few of the traders around us as well, so we're all doing the same thing, which is all good. So yeah, it's time to crack on with it. So there you go, as you can see, Lady Brian is looking very festive, all decked out with the bunting and the flags, because obviously this weekend is the Queen's Jubilee weekend, as well as it being a bank holiday weekend. So we've got the boat decked out, we've got our flags up as well, Now we're just got to get all the panelling out down the sides. And this is a slightly different setup to what we normally do. We've never set up like this before. We can't put tables out or anything like that here, so everything's got to be on the boat. So it's going to be a new setup. Need to amend a few bits and pieces and have a play, which is mainly why we're doing it today, because it gives us some time to get it wrong and then put it right. So yeah, time to put the panels up. You right, Lou? Morning. Well, as you can see, we're set up. It's Saturday. The festival officially opens in about 5-10 minutes time, but there is a flow of people already coming down here. Not made any sales yet, but that's fine. Lou's waving in the background. Yeah, we always tend to do well later in the afternoon, so yeah, hopefully that will go. But it's starting to get busy, which is promising. The weather forecast for tomorrow is torrential rain all day, so when we finish today we could very well end up just packing up and calling it quits. Unless the weather forecast changes, it's going to be a washout. So yeah, we've got to make the most of today and get as much money as we can. Well, we're about 3:30, something to 4 in the afternoon, and we go on till about 6-7 o'clock this evening. There's a bit of a lull at the moment. I've tried to get little bits of footage, but it's been absolutely manic. It was a bit quiet this morning, and then as soon as we got to about 1 o'clock this afternoon, it went absolutely mental. Both of us serving so many people stood in front of the boat, it was unreal. And it's been like that solid up until pretty much about now. We've got a little bit of a lull, which is why I'm doing a bit of filming. So yeah, up to now, all is good. Already started running out of certain things already, so yeah, that's how good it's been. Right, I best crack on before Lou catches me skiving and I get shouted at.
Come up with any wash it or got it?
Morning. Start of day 2 here at the Leicester Riverside Festival, and yesterday was absolutely phenomenal, absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, I'm absolutely exhausted. It was about 7 o'clock last night. We started trading about 9 in the morning, and it was 7 o'clock last night before we even started to pack up. So it was probably about 8:30 by the time we'd packed up. So yeah, a very, very long draining day, but a fantastic day. Great for meet everybody who turned out. As you can see, we're set up. The rain that was forecast, yeah, that came down last night. Absolutely hammered it down. And it was absolutely hammering it down early this morning, right through up till about 10 o'clock. It's now just gone 12 lunchtime, and it's still a bit quiet on the towpath yet, but it's Sunday. It was raining earlier on, so we're expecting it to be a later start today, but it's dry. The rain has stopped, and the forecast now is that there is no rain till about 7 o'clock this evening, so people should come out. And we're lucky because I believe the weather is bad pretty much across the country, and other festivals and other events have just been completely cancelled due to bad weather. We're lucky we can keep going. So yeah, let's make some more money. Well, As you can see, Lou's managing to have a sit down, and yeah, it's nowhere near as busy today as it was yesterday. It's coming in waves, but there's probably 3/4 less people here today than there was yesterday. But that means I get to go for a wander and see what is actually here at the festival, because other than my boat and Alan's boat there at Starcrafts and Kay, who's the other trader just in front of us, I haven't got a clue what is here. So yeah, bear in mind that it probably would have looked a hell of a lot busier yesterday, but let's go and have a look.
Going that way, there's another big one down there, there's lots of boats. Is that a problem?
I was running to trying to find this love. How will I know it when I'm there?
Well, good morning. And it is literally only just morning, and you can probably tell we're not where we were the other day. So we finished on Sunday at the festival, and the police was patrolling up and down. We got to speak to them, and they told us that they were putting an increased police presence on that stretch of the river in between a couple of bridges because they were having a lot of trouble, and they advised us not to moor there overnight at the end of the festival because they were expecting some trouble. So we've reversed back, and we're now on the moorings at Castle Gardens, which we weren't sure about because we'd watched Amy and Wes's vlog from Boat Time, and they moored here and they thought they had people throwing stones at the boat. So we was a bit apprehensive, but we've been here for a couple of nights now, and we've had absolutely no problems whatsoever. And to be honest, what I think it is, because we've been watching it happen, is there are rats on top of this ledge here, and every now and again there's a hole in the brickwork there, and the rats are running along in and out of them, and they're scratching and making tunnels and things like that. And I think they're scratching the stones out and flicking stones out because there are stones on here, and I think that's what it is, but I could be wrong. But we've had no problems, we've had it nice and peaceful. So there we go. What do we think of the festival? Yeah, the festival was good. Saturday was absolutely amazing, absolutely phenomenally busy. Sunday was very quiet in comparison, but the weather was awful, and I think that's what stopped people coming out for that. But you know, all in all, it wasn't a bad festival. It could have been better if the weather was better. We had one person trying to steal something off the stall, but we caught them, so that was sorted. And we had kids stepping on the boat one evening, but other than that we had no trouble really. It wasn't that bad. So yeah, considering what could happen in Leicester, you know, it hasn't, and we're fine. So yeah, there we go. That was Leicester Riverside Festival. We're moving on now. It's Tuesday and we're moving on. So if you want to find out where we're heading and what we're doing and what we get up to, remember to tune in next Thursday at 6 o'clock. I'll see you next week, guys.